Hello. What's up, everybody in the world, in Depeche Mode world? Okay, you guys, it's been a second. I have been trying to get myself on TikTok live, but apparently I don't have the proper software, and I didn't know that, so I waited too long to try to download everything and to get on there, because my initial thing was that I was not going to use TikTok to do live. I kind of just wanted to make sure everybody was on one platform just to make it easier for me. I have 3 devices around me right now. I have the computer that I'm on, I have another computer, and I have my phone for all of this stuff. So that's why it took me 5 minutes to get on here, because I sat up there and was trying to get on one platform. It happens, whatever, it happens, but I'm gonna just keep doing it. And if I missed you on, because for whatever reason you guys thought that I was gonna go live at 3 p.m. Pacific time instead of 6 p.m. So just remember that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be going live at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 6 p.m. That is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 8 p.m. Central Time. That is 7 p.m. Mountain Time, something like that. And then it is 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I am going live 6 p.m. Pacific time on Instagram for the next few days up until Friday. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll be going live at 6 p.m. And then on Saturday, I will be going live at 3 p.m. And Saturday is the day before the Depeche Mode convention. So I wanted to get you guys primed for the Depeche Mode convention. If you are not in Southern California, if you're not around here, if you're out of the country, that's okay, because this whole this live and also the convention is to kind of inspire you, not kind of, but definitely inspire you to have your own Depeche Mode parties, have your own Depeche Mode convention, have your own Depeche Mode setup. So that's what this is about. So we're going to talk about some things that we talked about yesterday. And we're going to go over the information that I gave out to you guys yesterday. Just to remind you, I am Monique with Melanin Monarchy. I am your queen. Hello, Melanin Monarchy citizens. We are going to start day 2 talking about the Depeche Mode convention. So I got my handy dandy little card that comes with your ticket when you get your Depeche Mode ticket. This is the neat little thing that Chaos Records and all of the convention crew print out for ticket holders who get their tickets early before the convention, which is this Sunday coming up at the Avalon, North Hollywood at 6 p.m. It starts. Not too late to get tickets. It's not too late to decide to show up to this convention. So I'm going to read to you guys again, just like I did yesterday, all the little note things that they have on this. So of course, who's hosting, as he has been hosting for a very long time, I wouldn't say long time, but a few years, Mr. Richard Blade, who is going to be hosting that's my faux like English accent, gonna be hosting the Depeche Mode convention, as he has done, and we love it when he hosts. Now the DM convention is put together by Chaos Records, and that whole Depeche Mode convention team, it's a lot of them. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm just going to tell you some of the things that's going to be going on at the Depeche Mode convention. And it's going to have the karaoke, right? We're going to have karaoke. Jay Tando, again, is going to give us karaoke. So this is why I tell you guys to get there early. Get yourself on that list to do the karaoke, because it's not all night. The Depeche Mode convention does not hold that karaoke all night. So it's only for a little while. And then we have, these are the DJs, you guys. So excited about the DJs. You got Alex Transistor, you got Stephen Wayne, you got Larry G from the Underground, you got Love Lee coming all the way from Las Vegas, you got DJ Jedi, you have Protocol, who's going to be also bringing, not only will he be spinning, he's going to be bringing his neat visuals. If you've ever gone to a Depeche Mode party with the Los Angeles Depeche Mode fan club, Depeche Mode fan club, Depeche Mode Los Angeles fan club, Depeche Mode fan club Los Angeles. Keep mixing up hey, look, I'm older. We just say whatever we want to say. If you ever been to one of their neat parties, then you are definitely familiar with Protocol's visual effects that he has. He has a bunch of visuals from when the band was younger, way younger, from over 40 years ago until now, and he does a magnificent job doing it. And also, my girl, my sweetheart, DJ Dark Crystal will also be spinning the jams. So you guys make sure that you go by when they're on set, when you have these DJs that's on set, whether they're on the main floor or they're upstairs on the second floor, make sure that you acknowledge them, take a picture of them, then, go onto your social media, tag them on your social media. I promise you they will respond. I promise you they will be so appreciative if you did that. If you can't get to them and you can't say hello, you can't give them a high five, just go ahead and snap a quick picture, post it on your social media, tag them on that. You may want to do it on Instagram or Facebook, tag them on that, and they will acknowledge you because they just like that. I have not met a mean Depeche Mode devotee yet. I have not met some kooky ones, but I have not met anyone that has been mean. Everybody is so nice and so wonderful. That's the way they've been to me, and I appreciate that. So those are the DJs that I mentioned yesterday. And then you guys also know that there are going to be contests. There's going to be Name That Tune. There's also going to be, they're going to have Depeche Mode videos. They're going to play a little snippet of the video, and then you are going to, as a contestant, if you get to be a contestant, because everybody can't be a contestant. If you get to be a contestant, then you're only going to have milliseconds to name that video, or somebody from the crowd will shout it out. They'll ruin the whole thing. They'll just shout it out to you. And also, if you want to be a contestant in one of those particular games or events that they're going to have on the main stage, definitely grab somebody from the Depeche Mode convention. I would try to do it before you actually get there, and ask how you can be a contestant. What are the criteria to be a contestant? And so I would do that. If you've been studying, if you've been doing your whole Alex Trebek quizzing yourself on the videos, on the music, you know it. You know by ear. You know those 2 seconds. You hear that. You hear them notes, and you know exactly what song it is. Or you see that video, you know exactly what that video is. Definitely, if that's you, go ahead and go on the Depeche Mode Convention Facebook page and message them and say, hey, how do I become a contestant? How do I do that? If you're serious, if you just want to play around and play games, we ain't got time for that. These are for serious people. These are people who come ready. They come ready to win. Posters, merch, t-shirts, whatever it is, just to be up on stage and just to flex. They come ready. Trust me, they come ready. They even surprise me. And also, you guys, we have the live experiences. We're going to have my boy Freddie Morales again with the Depeche Mode experience. Is going to be doing a live show. You guys, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be 2 live acts. I just don't know who the other live act is. So please, somebody tell me who that other live act is, if it's somebody else besides the devotional Depeche Mode experience, because I don't want to leave anybody out. If I've left anybody out, definitely let me know. Also, you're just going to see a lot of familiar faces in the devotee, the Southern California devotee, the people that you always see. They have their own personal pages, like my boy Ray Luna, who does Waking Up with Depeche Mode. He does piano tutorials. You're going to see him. You're going to see the DJs. You're going to see, people like Mike, who is just always, posting and encouraging Depeche Mode fans. You're going to see a lot of these particular people. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm probably going to be saying it over and over again during the next 5 days, because we have 5 more days. And I just want to shout out to everybody who has joined me. Geo7399. Bear, I see you, sweetie pie. I see you. I love you. I miss you. And then you have my homie Rosa, who is supporting me. She don't even know any real Depeche Mode stuff. She's just out here because she loves me. And I so appreciate that. And everybody that was on the live yesterday, I'm going to be reposting this on my YouTube channel my Facebook channels, my personal and the Melanin Monarchy Facebook channel, and I'm definitely going to be posting it, try to post some of it on TikTok, because I realize I'm missing a lot of you guys on TikTok. I just couldn't get on there live today. I just couldn't do it. Had to download some software, had to go through a whole bunch of rigmarole, and I said, hey, it's 6:05, we gotta go. I'm already late. I know I'm colored. I was really not trying to be late. I was ready. My makeup was on by 5:30. Every outfit was on. I haven't even sweated in it. I had everything ready. I apologize for being late. So that's what you guys have going on for the Depeche Mode convention. It is going to be a blast. It is going to be fun. I love every single moment of it. And you guys, you know, come visit your girl, come visit your queen up on the balcony during live interviews. So please don't forget to come see me up in the balcony while you guys are there. Please definitely come see me. If you don't want to be interviewed, if you don't want to be on camera because you in the witness protection program, that's okay. At least come give me a hug or just, you know, wave and say hello. I would really appreciate that. So yes, I will be up in the balcony again this year, interviewing people. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your testimony. I want to hear your favorite song. I want to hear about your concert experience. I want to hear all of that stuff. That's what I'm there for, is for you to get it all out. It's okay if you cry. I'm okay. I also wanted to let you guys know that Peach will be giving out also some beautiful things. She sent me some pictures of some of the things that she's going to be giving out to the first, I believe, 100 people that actually comes up to her table. So the first 100, I believe she said the first 100 people that kind of enter, but sometimes people enter and then they already know where they want to go. They want to go to the merch table. They want to go. So if you see her, she's giving out free merch, and I am going to be posting, she sent me pictures, I'm going to be posting the beautiful things that she made specifically for Depeche Mode Convention 2024. And she does these kind of things out of love for you, not for anything else, because she loves the band and because she loves devotees. So she's going to be giving out some very, very beautiful things for this convention. So the first 100 or so people that see her, definitely check her out and get your free stuff. Now I also have something for you guys too. Now while you're getting all your merch, you're getting your free stuff, I got something for you. Let me just break it out real quickly. I have this. So I'm going to be giving out one of these to the first 5 people that I actually interview on upstairs in the balcony. So the first 5. So you have these clear bags, right? Hopefully you can see my little logo because it's clear. You see the Melanin Monarchy logo right here. There's another little Melanin Monarchy thing here. I'm going to be giving away one of these to the first 5 people. And you guys, you're going to be able to put all your merch, put it on your back. You're going to be putting all your merch inside of the clear bag. Now these are the clear concert bags that I also sell, you guys, at concerts. So I'm also giving 5 of these away to the first 5 people that come and get interviewed up in the balcony by me. So that's what you have there. Okay, you guys, let's get started. We got some things that we need to talk about. And one of the things that we need to talk about, because we're only going to be on here for another 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to be talking about the results of the poll. Now, yesterday, I asked everybody, the question that I asked everybody was, would Depeche Mode have survived after Vince left? Would they have survived without Alan's entrance? So if Alan hadn't came along, would Depeche Mode still have been a band? Would they have done another album besides Speak and Spell and Broken Frame without the entrance of Alan? And these are some of the things that you guys have actually responded. So Justin Patton has said, he said, I reckon so. Yeah, that's what he said. I reckon so. Yeah. So that's a yes. I guess he's saying that they would have survived. If Alan hadn't joined the band, then Depeche Mode would have survived. Another person, and please forgive me if I mispronounce your handle, is Sassy Seedweller. Sassy, she from Instagram. So Justin Patton was on the Melanin Monarchy Facebook page, and he said this. And then Sassy, She was on Instagram and she responded and she says this. No, they would not have responded. She said, no, Alan brought the musicianship and mature direction to Depeche Mode. I'm not sure if someone else would have made Depeche Mode as successful. I don't think Depeche Mode would have been as successful with Vince if he had stayed. Ouch! Woo! Sassy! You sassy! You just dealt a low blow to Mr. Vince. My gosh. So Sassy is saying, no, Alan was all about the professionalism, the musicianship. That's what they needed for them to survive. And if Vince had stayed, they would not have been successful. Now, I don't really have, everybody has their opinion on the whole Alan situation. Everybody has their opinion on this. And I threw Vince in the mix because a lot of times we forget about Vince. We forget about that he's had, you guys, three successful alternative bands. 3. Depeche Mode, Yaz, and Erasure. So I kind of think like, would they have been successful if Vince would have stayed? In some form of fashion, yes. But my opinion is that Vince always planned to leave. He got everybody together and then he was always like, I'm not staying. I'm just going to do this one album and then I'm going to go and do other stuff. That's my opinion. If you guys have read something different, if you've seen an interview or something like that, I don't think he was hating on any of the boys at the time. I just think he was just, you know, a Rolling Stone and he was just looking for something different. Now he stayed with Erasure probably because he was having fun. It wasn't a lot of people, wasn't a lot of hands in the pot, a lot of chefs, you know, trying to make one stew. And so it was just him and Andy Bale, and he was just like, you know, I like this. And he stayed with Erasure for a long time. But, you know, Vince has still been creating. He just, before his wife passed away, he just created, you know, something new that was really, really good. Extremely good. Maybe we should do like a live or a talk about that. Nobody really talks about Vince's like solo projects, especially the last solo project he's done in the last couple of years. So maybe we should talk about that. But anyway, so Vince, however, I do believe that Vince, if he had remained, I don't think that Martin would have stepped up to the plate to write the way he did. I really don't. I think, if I'm not mistaken, on Speak and Spell, Martin wrote like maybe one song, maybe, and he sang once, you know, but Dave did all the singing on Speak and Spell. Then when you get to A Broken Frame, of course, it's all Martin. All Martin had to write. And so, you know, he had to step up. And then Martin's writing, if you guys really think about it, in the past 40 years or over 40 years, has gotten better and better and better and better. Gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder. Martin has written some amazing lyrics, you guys. And I don't think that would have happened had Vince had to stay. Now, going back to the Alan issue, because, see, the Alan thing is very touchy. And I don't want to take a side on the Alan thing because I know that there are people who've met Alan, there are people who love Alan, and they think that, you know, that was Depeche Mode's peak or their most successful time. I also want to remind everybody that Alan only did 6 Depeche Mode albums, you guys. Out of the 15 studio albums that Depeche Mode did, Alan was only a part of 6 of them. You guys, 6 Depeche Mode albums. They've done 15, okay? So only 6 of those. Then I had to think about, because I know my boy Freddie, he loves him some Alan and other people. Also, before I continue with this, Ellie, if you see this video and you are doing something at the Depeche Mode convention, definitely let me know. I don't want to leave anybody out, so definitely that's for Ellie. Let me know. Or Ray, or, you know, anybody else who's doing something specific for Depeche Mode convention, let me know, because I definitely want to acknowledge you and let people know what you're doing. But going back to Alan, I had to look at, okay, Alan, here are the albums that Alan participated. Construction of Time Again, Some Great Reward, Black Celebration, Music for the Masses, Violator, and Songs of Faith and Devotion. That's it. That's it. Now, a lot of us came in during one of those albums, though. A lot of us found Depeche Mode during one of these 6 albums. and that were, you know, alive. If you were, you know, if you're like in your 20s or 30s and you weren't alive during that time, you just kind of, you know, came in on whatever your parents or your uncle or your auntie or whatever she was playing, whatever he was playing, whatever they were playing, he just came in on that. But for those of us who were there, we came in on one of those 6 albums. And then I did Depeche Mode albums ranking with DJ Dark Crystal. You guys need to check that out on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, my Melanin Monarchy YouTube channel, the Depeche Mode album rankings. We go through all 15 of those albums and we rank them, you know, 15 to 1. So we rank them 15 to 1 and we tell you what our rankings are, where they stand in our life, and we give you a brief synopsis of why they ranked where they ranked. And so guys, I went back to that ranking that I did with DJ Dark Crystal, and I realized that in my top 5, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in my top 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 of those albums are albums with Alan Wilder. 3 of them. That's out of 5. That's huge. So, I mean, did he have a significant impact on most definitely. Nobody is denying that. But did they reach their peak, you know, only with the music that he was involved in? You guys, I go back to Alan. What has he done in the past 20 something years? I mean, like, who has he collaborated with? Now, again, there may be a ton of reasons why he may be incognito, like I like to call it incognito. He may be doing things behind the scenes and he doesn't want his name on it because of legal reasons or whatnot. Somebody said he don't want any of his ex-wives to get no money. So that's why he is, you know, laying low. But anyway, he could be doing things under the table. You know, I just don't understand why somebody with that type of talent. Now, Alan was the only one that was professionally trained out of the guys. Dave's not professionally trained. Martin wasn't professionally trained. Fletch wasn't professionally trained. I don't think that Vince was professionally trained, but Alan had the professionalism. He actually went to school. The rest of those guys, they were just talented. They just had a God-given skill. Not saying Alan didn't, but I'm just saying he actually went to school for his talent. And I also think that during that time, what it looks like, hey, y'all don't get mad at me, this is what it looked like. Alan put in the work. He definitely put in the work. He seemed like he was the one that wasn't getting any sleep. He was in the studio nonstop. He was taking Martin's words, Dave's voice, and he was, you know, mixing it, finding the music to make it sound amazing for us to consume. And so, but I say, Alan, baby, why didn't you do that for somebody else? You still have talent. Like, you could still do that for other people. Like, why didn't you? Why didn't you, you know, do that for another band? Why didn't you manage another band? Why didn't you hook up or start something new or continue? I just don't see it. I see that he did like one solo album, one thing, and then that was it. Mind you, that on Construction Time Again, Alan wrote like 2 songs. So I don't really see his writing then. So I don't know what the deal with it is or what it was with everybody. I don't know if people were like, no, this is my band, you just kind of came along and we just kind of hired you. I don't know if it was just like a tiff, or maybe, you know, Alan was like, look, I'm putting in all the work, y'all niggas over here, y'all drinking, shooting dope, buying stuff you're not supposed to be buying, so you're going bankrupt, and I'm putting up all the work and you guys aren't working, so where my real cut? Stop treating me like I'm just a studio musician. Treat me like I'm a band member because I'm putting in work. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just creating drama. You know, I'm just kind of like, we don't know. We love them all, right? Doesn't matter what the drama was, but there was also something big. It was something so big that he didn't even come back. Like, he had so many opportunities to come back and he just didn't. He was just like, deuces, I'm out. Now, it happens all the time, right? You have, who is that? Eddie Griffin from the Temptations, right? Well, I think he kind of got kicked out. But you have a bunch of other people, very famous bands, and even the Beatles. You know, you have very famous bands who are just like, I don't want to see your face anymore. I'm sick of seeing your face. I want to do something different, you know, or just don't want to be connected to that type of music or that style or whatever. Or maybe it was just so corporate. You guys got to think, like, Depeche Mode is huge. They're a business, you know. Even though we love them for their music and we take it to heart, you guys, everything about their tour and everything about them, it's like they're a huge business. And I'm pretty sure that they've all felt it. Like, maybe that's why they wait 4 or 5 years before they get back together, because they know Sony or whoever bought them, that this a whole business, and they're, even though, you know, they're getting everything they need, but it's just like you still got to answer to somebody, you know. So I don't know, I'm just conjecture. You guys let me know. You comment, you let me know what you think. But that's what I wanted to say about the poll, the answer to the poll on whether Depeche Mode would have survived without Vince if Alan had not come in. And it seems like the consensus is not really, not as big or effective. So again, it's all up to you. You're the fan, you're the devotee, so you get to make that decision. What's so cool about it is that you still get to party to the music. You still get to go to the convention and dance your behind off and listen to the music, listen to different remixes, see all the visuals that are on the walls, and, you know, all the merch. You guys, the merch is going to be out of this world. There is going to be a Depeche Mode Convention 2024 t-shirt that they're going to be selling. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to sell out, especially if they do something else besides the color black. Then, you know, they do a variety of the Depeche Mode Convention 2024. Then more than likely they're going to sell out of that particular merch. But speaking of merch, I wanted to give you guys a glimpse of some of the things that I got from, not this shirt, not my, this is from one of the tours or whatever, but these earrings right here I got at one of the Depeche Mode conventions. Maybe I should take it off so that you guys can kind of see it. So there's a young lady that was selling, hopefully she'll come back, and she was selling earrings. And so this was one of the earrings that she had, a few different types, but I got this one a few years ago, and I absolutely love these earrings. I only break these puppies out for special occasions, because, you know, people, you know, sometimes you may lose an earring, or people, if you do lose it, then you can't get it again, and it's a specialty one only available at the convention. And those are the types of things that you're going to get at the convention. And then what you're also going to get, you're going to get inspirations. You're going to see certain things and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I like that, but I would just do it just a little bit differently. So I'm going to show you something, because I'm an earring wearer. I love earrings. I had one of my church friends, Michaela, I bullied her, you guys. Trust me, she didn't want to do this. I bullied her, especially because it's just me and I was giving her all the specs. I bullied her into making me an earring. And I've showed this before, but I'm going to show you guys this earring again. So this is a rose, like the Violator rose, right? And then this is the DM. You guys can see the dangly DM right there. This is a rose, it's a DM. She could have done it in silver, but she did it for me in gold. I think, you know, because I think she only found the rose in gold, or maybe she did find it in silver and I just wanted the gold, because so she hooked it up, she did everything. This one, you guys, this cost me a mint, right, to get her to make this. So I could probably convince her to do another one. So if you guys really want one, message me, let me know. But this is one of, and then she also made a pendant like this that I can put on a necklace or a chain. But she did that for me. So you guys are going to get some inspiration when you see the different merch. So don't forget, Peach is going to be giving away the first 100 incomers. If she sees you, you see her, y'all lock eyes. She's giving away some beautiful things, and I'm going to post that on my Instagram, post it on my TikTok, post it on my Facebook, my personal one, and also the Melanin Marinaki Facebook page. If you guys are not following me on any one of those, you're not following me on Instagram, you're not following me on TikTok, you're not following me on the Melanin Monarchy, not my personal one, but the Melanin Monarchy Facebook page, you should do that because there are some things that you're more than likely going to miss. Also subscribing to my Melanin Monarchy YouTube channel because there's a bunch of different videos that I have done. You guys know I do concert reviews, I do film reviews, I do other live reviews. I have done, Nitzer Ebb interviews, Freddie Morales interviews, the Depeche Mode fan club interviews and things like that for them. Ray Luna, I've done a ton of people. I've talked to a ton of people in the Depeche Mode realm. I would love to talk to Von George. He's in the UK right now. Maybe if our paths ever cross, maybe we can sit down. He does a lot of piano work as well. So I am grateful for that. And other content creators, they talk about Depeche Mode. They're not just solely about Depeche Mode, but they do touch on Depeche Mode. And I'm more attracted to the people that are Depeche Mode heavy because that's my thing, and I love supporting those people as well. So I have a poll. We're going to end up, and I've kept you over just a little bit, but I have a poll now. And I want you guys, this is the poll. This is the question for day 2 of 7 days of Depeche Mode. This is the question. And it is, which tour was the better tour? Which Depeche Mode tour was the better tour in terms of theme, graphics, and performances? Which Depeche Mode tour was the better tour? Now, here are the criteria if you answer this question. You have to have attended more than one tour in order to answer this question. If you've only attended one tour, one show at one tour, how are you going to know? How are you going to know? How are you going to know which one was the best? You don't know. You weren't at the other ones. Now, if you attended more than 2 shows on one tour, if you attended more than 2 shows on one tour, but you attended the shows in different cities or in different countries, then I think you can kind of, let me know about your experience in that, because it was different countries, different cities that you experienced that particular tour. But unless you've gone to more than one tour, you've been a part of more than one tour, I don't know how effective you're going to be to answer this question. Now, the criteria that I would suggest that you judge it on, I talk about theme, I talk about graphics, I talk about performance, but also when I go to concerts, these are the 4 criteria that I use when I am reviewing a concert or a live event. Number 1, sound. How does the band sound? Number 2, the aesthetics. That's the look of the stage, the look of their graphics, the look of their outfits, the look of their backup singers. I'm eyeballing everybody. I'm even looking at the roadie that have to run up on stage to fix a mic or fix something, right? I'm looking at all the aesthetics of the concert. I'm also looking at the temperature. The temperature is the crowd. How are the fans that have come to see this? Are they docile? Are they slumped over? Do they look tired like they need to go memes? Or are they all high and drunk and boy loud? Or are they just hyped? They're just like, yeah, I'm just hyped. Okay, so I look at the particular temperature of the crowd, and then I look at the connectivity. So the 4th one is the connectivity. The connectivity is what the artist has with the audience. The connectivity. This can look like they've given out roses. I've gone to tons of R&B shows like Maxwell's, or was it Jodeci, or was it Neo? Rose, was it Neo, or did Neo give out flowers? I think Neo gave out flowers too. One of these, the R&B, they'll give out flowers. That's connectivity. Some people get out in the audience. You got Sheila E. who'll get out in the audience. You got Fantasia who'll get out in the audience. There was one like hard rock band. My son knows the name of it. It was at the amphitheater in Chula Vista. They got off the stage, went all the way back to the lawn, and they were connecting with the audience up there. Now, y'all white people, y'all on stage, y'all normally don't do that. But this brother went all the way back to the lawn to connect with the people. And I was like, bro, you get an A+, A+. So, I've been to gospel concerts, of course, when people have gone around, and I think Ty Tribbett was one of them when he went around and he actually connected with the audience. So that's connectivity. How connected are they? Do they sing? Oh, you guys went to go see Psychedelic Furs? He was singing to me, y'all. They were singing to me. That's connectivity. That's what I'm talking about, connectivity. How connected? So the 4 criteria that I normally do, and I suggest you do it when you're looking at a concert, is sound, how the band sounds, how the venue sounds, everything sounds. Aesthetics, what does the graphics look like? What is the presentation, the outfits, everything, what does that look like? The temperature of the crowd, how the crowd is coming, to you. Are they hyped about it? Are they just kind of like, oh, we're just going to sit here and just listen? And connectivity. So that's the criteria that I use when I'm reviewing a live event. And so if you guys, you can tell me which tour was the better Depeche Mode tour. I would love to hear and also you guys, okay, look, watching the 101 video and One Night in Paris concert does not count. If you were not there live, please don't tell me. Because you just watched the video. You just watched the 101 that happened in 1988. Was it 88? It happened in 1988. And the 101 that happened like 2009 or something like that. I mean, One Night in Paris. 101, 88, and One Night in Paris was in the early 2000s. So, was it in 2000 or was it before that? You guys. Anyway, I have a bootleg of the One Night in Paris that I actually love. I love that video. But if you just seen a video of a performance, that doesn't count. You had to have been there. You have had to have been there to be able to properly assess which Depeche Mode tour was the better tour. And it could be for a number of reasons. It doesn't have to do anything with it. It could have just been because you went with somebody who's no longer here. Or you went with somebody and it was great and you love to be with that person. I mean, it could be, it was on your birthday. It was on your anniversary. That's why it was the better tour. I mean, whatever. I just want to hear it from you. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, here on Instagram. We're going to figure out TikTok. I'm just going to post on TikTok. We're going to see what happens. We're going to be here on Instagram at 6 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 p.m., Thursday, 6 p.m., Friday, 6 p.m. And on Saturday, I will see you at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. That's Pacific time. So you guys, I hope to see you there. I can't wait to hear your comments about which Depeche Mode tour was the better tour. I love hearing your stories. That's what I'm here for you. And I love you so much. Toodle pip. I will see you tomorrow night.